Tank is done. Tank is hung him up. Shoes off. Get the bag. Put a plaque up. He done. Tank is done.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag, of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something sort, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that fight.
The boxing world is asking one big question. Is it over for Gervonta "Tank" Davis? Once seen as the face of boxing and Floyd Mayweather's true successor, the knockout king who filled arenas and headlined blockbuster pay-per-views now seems to have lost all passion for the sport that made him a star. From legal troubles to avoiding tough opponents and a flat performance against Lamont Roach that left fans doubting him, we could be witnessing the end of an era right in front of us.
I'm gonna do like this for y'all, since y'all think it ain't no love over here. We'll put the quiet on here.
You know what I'm saying?
How did y'all meet?
Hold on. Okay. I want to say something too.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they want me and this, dude
Let's get this clear.
To be in beef. They want us to be, you know what I'm saying, going at it on Twitter because we young, you know what I'm saying? Flashy, light-skinned dudes, you know what I'm saying? We getting a lot of money and we doing some big things, and it's only the sky's the limit for both of us, all 3 of us, for real. So, you know, they want us to be, but you know what I'm saying? We gonna keep on winning, keep on getting money, and keep doing what we supposed to.
And ain't no way that's gonna happen with an OG in this corner and I'm an OG in this corner here. And never in the future. It ain't gonna never happen. It's business.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
How did y'all meet?
Got some greatness around here.
How did y'all meet?
That's your name?
Devin was fired. How old you was? No, he was young, yeah. 14. But I already knew about Devin a long time ago because he was in the amateurs. You know what I mean? Beating everybody up and shit like that. Now he turned pro. You know what I mean?
If y'all played it right, it's a 9-figure fight, though. Y'all play this shit right.
Dude, here you go. Here you go.
100. 100 with y'all. I want y'all to make money.
Kimbo Slice.
Say it again.
This one's about to get messy, so let's dive in. 4 years, Gervonta Davis built his name as boxing's knockout machine, a fighter who could destroy anyone from 130 to 135 pounds. Every punch carried power, every fight felt like an event. Fans drew comparisons to Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather crowned him the face of boxing, and Tank fully owned the role of being the most feared lightweight in the sport.
But I must say this, the most exciting fighter that's acting and fighting in boxing right now is Gervonta "Tank" Davis. When Gervonta "Tank" Davis go out there and fight, he reminds me of Pretty Boy Floyd. Because Pretty Boy Floyd, you couldn't go get no popcorn. You couldn't go get no soda. You couldn't go get no candy. You don't want to miss nothing.
But lately, that aura has disappeared. The energy, the drive, the killer instinct, it's simply not the same anymore.
Of the law, the right decision was made. It's just that it's a damn shame that he gets to lean on the letter of the law, and the state of Nevada and the parole committee had to lean on the letter of the law because he's somebody that I believe doesn't only deserve to be in jail, he deserved to be under the jail.
Instead of making headlines for a major fight, Tank is making them for court dates and legal trouble, leaving fans convinced boxing is no longer his top priority. The reality is clear. Right when his focus should have been on his career, he ended up caught in another domestic violence case.
Welcome back. Champion boxer Gervonta "Tank" Davis out of jail tonight. The famous South Florida fighter bonded out less than an hour ago.
Now he's accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend in front of their children. CBS News Miami's Trish Christakis is live at the jail in West Miami-Dade with details on the allegations against him.
Reports emerged of a troubling incident that shook his fan base and reinforced the belief that Tank can't keep his life outside the ring under control.
Tank Davis, he got arrested. I mean, any thoughts on that one?
You did, huh? Again?
Yeah, again.
Hey, look, I actually like Tank Davis. He's a good, he's a good kid. He's a good fighter, a great fighter, actually. He's one of my favorites. Just get your that's it, basically. Just say you don't hit women, man.
This wasn't the first time either. Tank's past is stacked with charges and arrests, from public altercations to hit-and-run cases. Each time he seemed to shrug it off, stepping back into the ring like nothing happened. But this latest incident feels different. Fans and analysts are saying enough is enough. You can't be crowned the best in boxing when you're spending more time in courtrooms than in training camps.
Yeah, man, I just want to say to let the people know that this judge is crazy, bro. This judge she knocked me up because basically I bought a property. I did everything in my power to listen to my lawyers.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
To the home detention people. I listened to everybody to the T. She's mad that I bought a property. That's why I'm sitting in jail. She said that I shouldn't have. She wanted me to be in an apartment, a one-bed apartment. You know what I mean? And I couldn't even, you know what I mean, take that. You know what I mean? She wanted me to stay in a one-bed apartment, couldn't have my kids and nothing to come visit me and things like that. I just want to spread light on this situation because I feel as though she's taking advantage of me.
You have 30 seconds remaining.
And she's doing stuff that's not right to me. I feel as though I don't know if she's advantage of or not, but the things that she's doing right now is not right. You know what I mean? I feel as though I need to shed light on this situation.
Then came the Lamont Roach fight. This was supposed to be Tank's big comeback, the night he crushed the doubts, dominated Roach, and proved he was still on top. But the reality was the opposite. For the first time, Tank looked human, slow, drained, and uninterested. Roach, the underdog, came in sharp and made Tank look ordinary. Fans were stunned when Tank was forced to take a knee, a moment that went viral instantly. That wasn't the Tank we knew, the knockout king, the division's boogeyman. That was a broken fighter.
Can you describe what the feeling was like in the ring? And was it to get the towel out, to get the burn out of your eyes, or what was going on? And
I didn't want to get caught. I didn't want to get caught while my eyes was burning. And you know, like, you can get knocked out like that. So I'd rather take the knee than, you know. But I didn't really know that you can, like, get disqualified for all that. Or, like, when you start counting, I'm like, what the hell? But I don't know. It's cool.
The fight ended in a majority draw, but honestly, it felt like a loss. Roach left with his reputation boosted, while Tank walked away looking vulnerable. Suddenly, he was missing from pound-for-pound talks. Fans weren't calling for Tank versus Shakur or Tank versus Haney. They were calling for accountability.
This is my opinion. Sure. It was a great fight. It was a close fight. Depending on what they do with that decision of taking the knee, depending if the commission reverses the decision, or I think the draw was meant to be. So I like the draw. No, if you take the knee, man, if you take the knee in the 90s or in 2000, you're taking a point off. That's the bottom line. You're taking a point off. I don't know what happened with the referee. Maybe he was a little starstruck. Maybe he was a little, you know, because he loves Tank. He loves New York. He loves the big lights. You know, the referee with the eyes, you know, he's like, a point should be deducted if you take a knee. It's a fact. It's in the rule book, right? The fact that they didn't take it away, then that's where the controversy is, right? It's not, look, did Gervonta get hit? Was he dazed? Who knows? Only he knows. But what I saw, when you take a knee, that's an automatic point. That's just the rule. This is not basketball. This is not, you know, this is not basketball where, wait, hold on, my ankle hurts. Hold on, let me take a timeout. You don't take timeouts in boxing. It just doesn't happen. Whether he had something in his eye or not, you have to fight. There's 3 minutes to fight. So if you take a knee, if you go to your corner, I mean, the rules are the rules. And I don't know what New York is gonna settle on, but the rules are the rules.
What made it worse? Instead of pushing for a rematch with Roach to show the draw was a fluke, Tank has been avoiding it completely. He doesn't want that challenge. Another fight could go even worse and damage his legacy for good. That's when fans began to see the truth. Tank isn't chasing greatness anymore. He's chasing paydays.
Well, first off, the rematch, yes, it don't look like it's happening. That's just to, you know, put it out there and be transparent with everyone, because that's the only question I get 10 times a day, maybe even more. So, you know, that's what it is, and that's what it's looking like. Again, we still haven't heard from his camp, like specifically when it comes to the business. So, you know, it is what it is. As far as my future, man, we moving on. We can't just sit around and drag our feet. But there has been some recent news that, you know, his charges got dismissed in Florida.
That's good news. But does that open up the possibility for talks to reopen, Champ, or are you gonna move on for the time being and maybe revisit this later? What's the general feeling with you and your camp?
I mean, like I said, we're not going to sit and wait. I think their best bet is to, you know what I'm saying, try to structure something. If not, you know, we're going to move forward. We don't have time to be, it's not like we're the cash cow, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but do you think he even wants to fight you?
Honestly, no.
Which brings us to the most frustrating part of all this. Tank is chasing Jake Paul, a YouTuber who made his name fighting former MMA fighters and celebrities, not world-class boxers.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
Now, don't get me wrong. Jake Paul knows how to sell a fight and brings big numbers. But for a fighter like Gervonta Davis, someone who was meant to be boxing's face, this matchup feels embarrassing.
Well, didn't say you got your eye on Tank. What do you think about the rumors of Tank and Jake fighting?
Man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. And he called cap on it. So if he won't call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it.
Fans see it for what it is, a money grab. Tank knows Jake brings a huge payday and massive attention, but for his legacy and competition, it means nothing. Moves like this are for fighters who are done with boxing as a sport and only see it as a business. And that's exactly how Tank seems right now.
I want to talk about, just because I'm curious. So, you see a lot of athletes announce retirement and then come back, or announce retirement and then don't retire. How realistic is this?
It's real.
Has it changed? Have you been have you had any times like, maybe I was tripping a bit?
Yeah, I do be having them thoughts.
Yeah.
But it's also too, I want to get myself together though.
Which is much more important.
Yeah, I really want to get myself together, like not retire, but take a break, you know. But the only thing is, well, I ain't gonna lie. I had already made a promise. To Al, like, we out of it type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I can stick around and just, I will help people and guide people, but as far as like me competing, I don't really want to do it. It's like other stuff I need to work on, you know? Like being more there for my kids, going to school, you know, just building myself up as a person, you know what I mean? As a great human being. That's what I'm focusing on.
But here's the thing, it might not even be about Jake Paul. Even before the Roach fight, Tank was hinting at retirement, posting cryptic messages, and openly saying he wasn't sure how much longer he wanted to keep fighting. Think about that, a fighter at his peak, still undefeated, one of boxing's biggest stars, already talking about quitting. That's not normal. That's a fighter who mentally checked out long before he even stepped into the ring with Lamont Roach.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really trying to be in this too much longer. That's the answer right there for you.
How old are you now? 28?
28.
Yeah. How much longer are you expecting to do it?
Once I get them guys out of there, I'm gone.
Is that right? Let's say like 30-ish, something like that? Why do you want to get out so soon?
I want to just help people that's coming behind me. I feel as though that's more important. Future.
Is that why you got Lamont Peterson and Anthony on this card?
They was before me, but they're trying to do my good deeds. I feel as though it's something that's installed in me, just loyalty. I feel as though that's something that people are missing out here. I feel as though if you're in a position to help somebody, help them for the right reason.
And after that draw, the backlash, and the humiliation of looking human in front of the whole world, retirement suddenly seems closer than anyone expected. Even fellow fighters are speaking out. Claressa Shields, one of the greatest female boxers and a close friend of Tank, said it clearly, he needs therapy. Not more training, not another fight, not a tune-up. Therapy that addresses what's really going on. The people closest to him see the signs that this isn't just about boxing anymore.
Why are you retiring?
With trash.
What changed?
What made you? It's trash, garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
I'm out of it.
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing through this, you like since you were a kid and everything?
Fed up with the whole shit.
Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like like say you got to walk today.
It's about Gervonta Davis, the person. His mental health struggles, lack of focus, and anger spilling into his personal life are all catching up to him. And maybe Clarissa is right. Maybe Tank needs time away from the ring to work on himself, because the version we're seeing now doesn't look like a champion. It looks like someone who doesn't even want to be there anymore. And that's the saddest part. Tank Davis should be remembered as one of the greatest lightweights ever.
We can debate the top fighter in the world pound for pound. We can do that. What we cannot do is debate who's the most exciting fighter, who's the biggest box office attraction in boxing. That would happen to be Gervonta Davis. We just got to accept it. I think that Frank Martin is a talented fighter. He'll make some things happen down the line in the future, but we'll never look at him the same after that destruction. Not to say that we won't respect him, but we'll never look at him the same because he got destroyed by Gervonta Davis. And that's no shame, that's no slouch, but damn, still in all, if you get destroyed, you get destroyed. Gervonta Davis is the #1 box office attraction. Who I want to see him against next is Shakur Stevenson. I don't want to see him against Devin Haney because Devin Haney has proven to me that he's not a good punch taker. I want to see Gervonta Davis in the ring with somebody perceived as having enough power to put him on the canvas too. That's what I want to see.
A man who dominated multiple divisions, built a legacy, and helped carry boxing into a new era could instead be remembered as the one who threw it all away. The one who couldn't keep his life together outside the ring, dodged real challenges inside it, and cared more about Instagram likes and quick paychecks than leaving his mark in history. We've seen it before. Fighters with all the talent in the world who couldn't escape their demons. Right now, Tank looks like he might be next on that list.
There we go again. That's why I don't do interviews anymore, because they always take my word and misconstrue it. You know what I'm saying? When we was talking about individuals, we wasn't talking about nobody specific, and we wasn't talking about Tank. Tank is my baby. Tank, Kenny said, out of 100, 2 of them love you. That's one of them that do love you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing I don't want. He's a grown man, and he has the right to make the grown man decisions that he wants. So let's get that. Put that up. Everybody's snatching something. Don't even have a clue. And that's what I was saying about social media. You know what I'm saying? If you don't hear a person say it out their mouth, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. I love all my fighters, but I'm just trying to tell them, man, I'm not getting younger. I'm getting older. I'm getting to a point in my life that it's just getting on my nerves that they don't appreciate the work that we are putting in. Appreciate. Show up for the coach. Be on time. That is stuff I'm talking about.
Stop this narrative about Tank not paying their account. Each and every time I work that corner with Tank, Tank took care of me. And he's going to continue to take care of me. Tank is family for life.
Yeah.
And it wasn't you that started the Southpaw. It started a couple years ago with the Vegas Rat. But in Baltimore, we don't count other men's pockets. I don't care if he's a billionaire. I'm not counting his pockets.
So, is it over for Gervonta Davis? Is this really the end? Right now, it sure feels that way. Between the legal troubles, lost passion, the draw with Lamont Roach, the avoided rematch, the Jake Paul spectacle, and the talk of retirement, it doesn't seem like Tank has much left in the tank.
Skill for skill, none of these guys can mess with me. Like, nobody. I feel like my skills is way better than like Floyd. Like if I'm on my game. I take that. Fight hand in hand. But skill-wise, nobody on TV that's fighting right now have more skills than me. Nobody.
But what do you think? Is Gervonta Davis truly done with boxing, or does he have one final comeback left? Share your thoughts below. This could be the most important conversation in boxing right now. And as always, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I'll see you in the next video.